Telling them that her mom's gone and she wants to know if she's still alive. And then the other story is about the woman holding on to her child before she's shot into the pit, and she's writing a letter to God. So. Are you singing in the mic? I'm sorry.
My dearest brother, I don't know where you are. I hope this letter gets to you near or far. Everyone and everything has been taken away from me. I am completely alone. Mom disappeared and I don't know where she went. I don't think I will ever see her again. I never had a chance to say goodbye. Oh dear brother, where are you tonight? I need you now. I need you now. No support, no reason to live.
Vanishing faces, lost generations. I don't know where you are. Mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers. I don't know where you are. Dark and gray, it's cold today, fighting for survival. Remember us all. Remember us all.
Avinu Malkeinu, I don't know where you are. I'm the only one left, waiting for my own death. She was taken away from me, my daughter, my love. Shema Yisrael Eloheinu Echad. They lined us up and shot us one by one. Now I'm waiting for him to fix his gun. They marched us to this accursed pit. 3,000 Jews there we met. The trees they see but don't make a sound. Dear God, are you even around? Dear God, please make it end. Please make it end. Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu, Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel ve'Leah, Kol Yisrael, Arivim Zelazah. Vanishing faces, lost generations. I don't know where you are. Mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers. I don't know where you are. Dark and gray, it's cold today, fighting for survival. Remember us all. Remember us all. Woo!
wanted to depict on the first side was how gloomy it was during the time of the war. So here you see prisoners standing behind the barbed wire, and everything's in black and white because I forget who said, but someone said in the group during that time their lives were just so colorless. And then here it transforms into what we saw last week, and the prisoners aren't there anymore, but you can see the colors, and it's just kind of hard to see how a place can go from this to this, and it's still standing here today. So, yeah, that's
Before we all took a couple of seconds and wrote down a bunch of words to ourselves that made us think like what we connected to the Holocaust, and we wrote all the words on the board and filled them up. So that was kind of our inspiration for all the paintings or drawings.
My name is David Zedekiah. I'm 18 years old. I have 2 younger brothers, and I live with my parents. My father is a tailor, and my mother is seamstress. I have a paper route, and I'm studying to go to university in Warsaw to study politics. I want to be an advocate for a Zionist state in Palestine. I play accordion in a klezmer band, and I like to sing. I just got this new hat, but my girlfriend Helena doesn't like it.
My name is Rev. Shalom Kleinstein, age 35, a teacher in the Warsaw Yeshiva. My family has been here for 300 years, 12 generations, living by one word: tradition. Tonight is the Shabbos. We're going to light some candles, and then we're going to get it on in the synagogue. That is, get the Talmud on the table to study from. Times like these are trying, but with the help of Rabbeinu Shel Olam, perhaps we can make it through.
My name is Roja Ziskin, and this is my husband Binyamin and our beautiful boy Yossi. My parents were happy to marry me off to a wealthy man. Life is good, except that Shana, the seamstress next door, didn't return my salt. I prepared a picnic for us today. Yossi, don't eat that.
Work is good, family's good. Yoshi, don't eat that. He's going to be a great athlete, but he just doesn't really have it up here. My father lives nearby. I remember the good old times when we used to have cash. It was a lot of fun, but I don't really see it much anymore. It's kind of sad.
I like my family a lot, but I'm really mad at Mama for taking my frog away that I found. Papa said he's going to teach me how to play catch, and I'm really excited, but I'm even more excited for my birthday next week. I'm going to be 6.
My name is Ruben Ziskin, 71 years old, a former journalist. Chances are about 30, 40 years ago, if you read a newspaper in Warsaw, I wrote for it at one point or another. I never made much in the journalism industry though, but my son, Binyamin, he made it big as an accountant. Very successful, lovely wife, beautiful little baby son. I don't see him that much anymore. He's always busy accounting and doing business or whatever. But I hope that with his son, that we can rekindle our family a little bit.
My name is Rachel Stein. I'm 15 years old. I have 2 brothers. One works at the local Jewish youth organization and one works at the Carpenters. My mother is a seamstress and my father is a doctor. Every Friday I light candles.
My name is Samuel Cohen. My father was a soldier for this great nation. He used to go off to war and come back and tell me the places he had been and the battles he had fought in. I look up to him, and as a child, I studied history and military. The Great War began. I volunteered to fight for my country. Unfortunately, the battle, an artillery shell landed nearby, and my leg was ruined. Now I work as a clerk in the local government office, as a proud Pole.
We are the Jews of Warsaw.
I moved in with my son's family in a crowded 2-room apartment. I always wanted to spend more time with them, but not like this. It's cold. At night I can't put on enough blankets to keep myself warm. There's no food, there's no water. Binyamin here, he's too young to remember the pogroms. I remember them, and they were bad, let me tell you, but nothing like this.
We've been in this place forever. I just want to go home. Papa, why won't we go home?
I don't know, but let's play a game, alright? It's called Little Soldier. I just play this game with my father all the time. Basically, you have to obey my orders, you have to be a good little soldier, and you can't make eye contact with the other uniformed soldiers. And if you win, you'll get my old medals. The shiny ones? The shiny ones.
I'm pregnant. Benjamin doesn't know yet. I've always wanted a second child. Maybe a girl, but now I'm scared. I don't know if I can bring a child into this world. I can't feed another mouth. I'm already reducing my food portions to keep Yossi alive. But still, it would be nice to bring new life into a place that has only seen death and deterioration.
I'm so hungry. I eat all my own food, and my brother saved me the crumbs of theirs, but no matter what, I'm still so hungry. Mama sews all of our clothes together to keep us warm, but Dad's out of medicine, and we just don't know what to do, or how to survive.
Yesterday, a group of German soldiers started yelling out at me in the streets. They burned my prayer book and my tallis, and cut off my payas.
My body is bruised and aching. Yesterday, as I was walking home, a group of patrolling Germans gathered around me. They locked my leg, and the beating began. After an hour, they walked away, or I limped home.
Life is terrible here. I can't understand how the Nazis can treat humans this way, but I know I can't tolerate it. I refuse to sit passive as I watch my father die of typhus, and my brothers struggle to support the family. Yesterday, Shlomo whispered something to me about an uprising, and I want to join. I will not let the Nazis kill me without a fight.
Hungry.
My baby.
It's okay.
Exhausted.
Lonely.
Hashem.
Mama.
Hungry.
My baby.
It's okay.
Exhausted.
Lonely.
Hashem.
Mama.
Hungry.
My
It's
baby.
okay. It's
Exhausted.
okay.
Hungry.
Exhausted.
Lonely.
Mom.
Iskadal, Iskadash, Me'rava.
Do. Let's start from that end. We'll move on.
Rachel.
I painted that one.
I'm sorry, which one?
The first one.
Thank you, sorry.
It's pretty self-explanatory. It says Zachor written in the font used in the Torah. And it's very simple because it's a simple concept that you just need to remember what happened. But the letters are so vibrant with color to show that we are still thriving even though we were persecuted and tortured.
This one is mine. When I went about drawing it, I was thinking about like that the kids would, or the people would be us, and we're going to these cemeteries that with tombstones everywhere, and they're in the middle of the forest, and we're going and bringing light back to these people who died and they didn't have to, and like we're going back and keeping them alive. And when Rachel saw this painting, she thought about it as two Jews in the forest hiding, and they're like all surrounded by this darkness, and they don't know where they are, and they're scared, but their faith keeps them alive and gives them the light that they need when they're in this dark place. So I thought both interpretations were cousins.
The next one is Jessica's, and I'm going to be presenting on her behalf and on Talia's behalf. Oh, sorry, I thought you just said what? Oh, sorry. Jessica's is the picture of the suitcases that we saw in Auschwitz I, and it kind of has to do a lot of with the losing the identity theme, that beneath all of those suitcases was a family or one person or just a whole life, and then the fact that they took those away, and the fact that they stuck them all in a museum and like on top of each other like that, which is kind of what like what they did with the bodies, is like a little dehumanizing, but it also shows like it helps you portray the concept. And Talia's pictures of the gate in Auschwitz I, and when we were commenting it on in the room, I said that I get like more of a chill feeling when I look at hers as opposed to when I look to the real thing, because when we saw the real thing, it looked more of like a museum or like a welcome home to camp kind of thing, and it was kind of like very colorful and like very like polished and that kind of thing. And then Talia's black and white and like really helps like depict the mood that the people were in when they got there and the fear that they felt when they saw that sign.
The next one's Tamir's.
I base it off of like this idea that like people try to make sense out of like the Holocaust, and like why it happened and like what happened there, and like there's really like a lot of like chaos that actually happened. It's really hard to understand, and if you can look closer later, there's a lot of stuff written like inside, and that's it.
The next one's mine. I didn't get to finish it, but I put it up anyway. There were supposed to be tracks, like train tracks, on the colors, the blue and the red. So it's kind of like the Jews moving into the concentration camps with the Nazis, and it's kind of like as they're moving into the swastika, the Nazi like territory, they're losing their Jewish identity. So, yeah.
The last one is mine. The Magen David is red because of the bloodshed of the Holocaust, and it's very difficult to see, but there's a lot of pictures inside of Poland in the 1930s and 1940s, and Jerusalem, and a lot of words, so if you want to look at it later, you can.
Rumors are spreading in the shtetl.
The Nazis are intruding.
Our rights stripped.
Yellow stars on our arms.
We are identifiable, weak, vulnerable.
They storm our building.
Give us your goods, they yell.
Our apartment is ransacked.
Nothing but the mezuzah remains.
Until
Terror.
gone.
Anger.
Helplessness.
Sadness. Shame.
Hunger. Destruction. Loss.
Nazis are coming to town. Gonna push the Jews all around. Auschwitz, Birkenau. My brothers and sisters crying now. Shema Israel, Adonai. Shema Israel, Adonai. Adonai Eloheinu echad. Adonai Eloheinu echad. Ghetto uprisings fight for our life. Working in fields, so much strife. Try to resist, pain sharp as a knife. We cry, we cry, we cry, we cry. Oh, Shema Yisrael Adonai. Shema Yisrael Adonai. Adonai Eloheinu echad. Adonai Eloheinu echad. Jerusalem, if I forget you, find out that I come from your tongue. Jerusalem, if I forget you, live right and forget what I'm supposed to do. Jerusalem, if I forget you, changing the weather hours. Jerusalem, if I forget you, ends up together. It's like Jerusalem, if I forget you, standing in the desert. Jerusalem, closer than before. Come out, skinny love to stand.